Kids are going extinct. We've ruined childhood. We don't know what childhood even is anymore. People, as soon as a kid is born, they're thrown in front of a screen. They don't have time to say goo goo gaga or say mommy daddy. They're thrown in front of a screen right away. We wonder why we don't feel like kids anymore and why the world is feeling so dull. But then we're not doing anything that kids do. Imagine, it's like wondering why you're not buff, but you never go to the gym. Like, obviously you're not going to be buff. You never go to the gym. So why are we expecting to feel like kids when we're doing things that kids don't do or shouldn't do? Because nowadays, kids are doing these things. And what do I mean by things that kids wouldn't do? I mean being on screens. We spend so much time on screens and wonder why we don't feel like kids. When you were a kid, other than playing video games, did you really be on screens that much? Probably not. You were probably outside or building Legos or playing with Play-Doh. But now all the time, we're on our screens. We don't take time off of them. We don't take time to go out and just enjoy nature like we did when we were kids. We can't expect to feel like kids if we never act like them. Kids are so carefree in the way that they walk, in the way that they talk. But like, now that we're older, we're more aware of the people around us, and we wonder how people will judge us. But we just have to let go of that fear of judgment, because that's what kids don't have. You'll be in a store and you'll see a kid just twirling and dancing and making random noise. And it's like, if an adult did that, we'd look at him weird. But that's just a kid expressing themselves. That's just a kid being a kid and enjoying life. We put so many of these weird standards on people that we shouldn't have in the first place. We were literally meant to run around naked and eat animals. And we put these weird standards that adults can't just make weird noises. When we're kids, our only goal is to make our inside feel good. And I mean like our heart and our head. As we get older, we care more about the external than we do the internal. We start thinking about how people will perceive us. So we put on this shell. We put on this fake version of ourselves. Which kids don't do that. The ugliest kid alive, and you still felt great. You still loved being odd. You still loved yourself. Because you cared about what's on the inside more. You cared about your internal more than you cared about your external. And we forget to have fun in this life because we're constantly on our phones. It's the damn phones. Another point I'd like to make is how kids aren't even being like kids anymore. We throw kids in front of these screens. I see kids cussing on social media. I see 13-year-olds putting on makeup and doing a get ready with me. You're 13. Why are you wearing a whole face of makeup? That's caked on there. You're 13. Why? We've created this society where 13-year-olds have to put on all this excessive amount of makeup, or have to be rich, or have to be buff in order to feel good. When I was 13, I was just rocking out being myself. I liked what I liked and that was it. But now we put so much pressure on each other to perform. And it ruins what it's like to be human. We try so hard to perform that we forget how to be human. These screens are teaching them how to act instead of how to be. They're not going to know what nostalgia is because we put these screens in front of their faces right away, and they've been looking at competition since the day they were born. They're looking at, oh, these are the beauty standards for men. These are the beauty standards for women. This is the expectations of men and women. And we just gotta live. We gotta let ourselves live, and we gotta let these kids live. We gotta let these kids be kids. I myself will get judged if I eat a peanut butter and jelly. I'll probably get judged if I played in the rain. But why? Why? That's the stuff that made us feel alive when we were kids. I'll eat a peanut butter jelly. I played in the rain with my cousin not too long ago. It was so fun. We had so much fun. I'm 20. He's 17. People would really judge me for that. Yet they'll go and drink and smoke that za. Like, why is that the mature thing? Why is that the grown-up thing to do? So the goal of this video, I guess, is just necessarily to tell you guys to put down the phone. Next time you think about picking it up, watching TikTok, scrolling forever, put it back down and do something that you would have done as a child. Go play with Legos. Nobody's watching except me. No, but seriously, go out and play in the rain next time it rains. It was fun, I promise. Like, it was so much fun.